subscribed, well, if I could, I would if I could.
You subscribed, huh?
I would if I could.
You would if you could? What about you, Gray? Would you subscribe?
I'm here.
All right, cool. What's up, guys? The Pro Pilot. Just gonna do a quick unboxing video. We just got a new Seibon rear deck. Pretty excited about it. And here's the old messed up deck. I did all this craziness in order to get a new one. They require to have the thing destroyed before they'll replace it. The reason they needed to replace it was because of some defects. I tried to sand them out, and the defects just weren't coming out. It's right here. It's really hard to see on camera, but it basically was just spider webbing. Might be able to see that. But yeah, got a new deck. So I guess let's unbox this thing. I'm gonna open up the garage and tear into it. Yeah, the damage that was on the last one, there's really no telling what the cause of it was, whether somebody dropped the deck or whatever. But here we go. My boys are gonna help me, and they're excited to work on the Supras, aren't you?
Yeah!
All right. Carbon V-brace. It's time to unbox this bad boy.
Kind of bright out.
Yeah, it's super bright out. Right. Right. Do you see the button, Carter, that has taking a picture?
Oh, yeah.
Hit that real quick.
Okay.
Oof, man, is it bright.
Got it.
Carter?
How to get this on foot. On
Smart boy. A little metal shaving there. Not sure what that's about.
Neither do I. Might be a little piece of carbon deck.
Last time we got it, right?
No.
Hope there's no spider webbing, just like last time.
All right. That's the part we're about to check for.
Should I let go?
Yeah, just for a second. This tape off of here. Hey, you can let go, big guy. Interesting.
It's all clear to me, though.
All right. Oh, that's also interesting. They cut out a windshield washer sprayer hole, which the other deck didn't have.
That's odd.
That is odd.
But
No spider webbing?
Yep, nice and clear.
Yeah.
I think the sun's kind of ruining the.
Is it? It's super bright, isn't it?
Yeah, it's super bright.
All right. Well, Grayson, why don't you step over it? Don't step on it. Okay?
Will I step in it?
Yep, step in.
Yeah, right where the.
Make sure you don't step on it, though. All right, now pick it up right here. I want everybody to see how light this thing is. You got that. All right, set it back down. All right, guys.
So it's not heavy at all.
Let's go throw this thing on there. All right, so here's the old one.
Very damaged.
Yeah, I smashed the heck out of it.
Now,
Look.
more. So
Even.
completely destroyed.
Oh, he's gonna put it on. We can do that part for like once he puts it back on.
All right, cool. So obviously I'm gonna have to cut out the holes for this, for my my pins. And it'll be,
Is that what you did for the last carbon deck?
uh-huh. All right. Oh. Hang on, Carter. Gray, stay next to the flat car over there, big guy.
Back off.
And what we're gonna do is we're gonna set these little posts down in. That's where they go through their receivers. Let's see. It's kind of hard to see. But you can see it down there. You just set those down into that. My deck doesn't close all the way because of my hood pin latches, but basically what you would do is there's two bolts that go through these hinges that go into the deck, and you just leave them somewhat tight, and then you would adjust with the deck closed all the way without the latch on it or anything like that. You adjust the forward and aft of the deck, and then as best as you can, you lift the deck up without pulling or pushing on it, and you tighten all 4 bolts down. Alright guys, so we got the carbon deck on, got the spoiler on, kind of deceptive. The new APR wing came in. It's a GTC500. It's on for now, kind of deceptive, and I'll show you why here in a minute. The glass needs to go on again to this new deck. Some practice drill holes. I'll fill those with some Toyota fibbage. And some of the rivets didn't want to come out. So I'm hoping this one goes a little bit more smoothly. So what I'm going to do with this deck is I'm going to drill all the rivet holes, and then I'm going to take the glass off. I'm then going to run the bead of sealant all the way around, and then I'm going to put the glass back on and rivet it down, and then I'm going to run a final bead of silicone sealant all the way around again, basically around the lip that'll be remaining. So I'm hoping this goes smoothly. The spoiler is not officially on. It's actually, it is really solid. I mean, really solid. But it's just the buttons. So I've only got the hood pin latches on here. That's all that's holding the spoiler to the car, and it's holding the spoiler to the car. It's not even mounted to the deck yet. So the boys are going to be helping me with that here in a few minutes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and run the rivets, so that way I can take the glass off, and then I want to go ahead and mount the spoiler first with the glass off, because I don't want to be messing with the sealant and working and twisting and moving the deck around while that sealant is hardening. Alright, so I've got the glass sitting here. I've got it pretty well centered. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to run the first rivet in. And I'm not going to actually use the rivet. It's 3/16. These are 1/2 inch deep rivets on this end. Go. Okay, so I'm going to actually just place the rivet in there, and that's going to be what holds my glass the rest of the way still while I do the rest of these. Okay, so got these set, so I'm going to go ahead and I don't need to check that they all fit now. What I'm going to do is I've got these really well seated in here, and I'm just going to go around and get the holes drilled for the rivets themselves. Then we can pull the glass off. And my concern is I don't want the dust from drilling through the carbon getting into the sealant. Alright, so got the spoiler all mounted. I'll show you guys that here in just a moment. So now it's time to run this bead of sealant, and then going to put the glass on and rivet it up. And from there, hopefully it'll be all set. Alright, so it's all done. Apologize for not showing the spoiler itself. That part is so tricky to get right because of how I've mounted this thing. I'm going to show you what I've done, and you'll see what I'm talking about. But here we are. There's only a couple of spots where I'm not super happy about how it all turned out. I didn't get to show you the riveting in. It's kind of like an all hands on deck thing. Once you start setting the sealant, you have about 10 minutes or so. I'm gonna run some sealant in through there just to make sure that it doesn't ever leak. But this is where I started doing the test passes. So I'm not too happy with how that is, but it's kind of is what it is. Thank goodness it's a race car. I'm going to take a razor blade to it, unless you guys have a better suggestion there. Glass needs to get polished and washed and polished. But the spoiler's all done. Here's why I wasn't able to show video of this part. So I kept the quick latch hood pins with the buttons. So I really like these. The reason I wasn't able to record it was because there was so much of opening the trunk, closing the trunk, opening the trunk and closing it again, and getting all of this to fit exactly correctly and not bind or be twisted or not centered. So everything is exactly the way it's supposed to be. So I'm really happy with how that turned out. I'm very happy with the overall setup, and I'm hoping that it's going to be nice and strong. So I got quick latch. It's bolted through with this metal plate here. It's aluminum strap. So it's bolted through that, and then it goes into another aluminum strap that's on the inside of the deck. Then this one here goes through the aluminum strap as well, and it comes up into this and bolts into that. So it's pretty sturdy. Do a little demo of that. I mean, it does not move. It does not move at all. So I'm really happy with that. So this is the final product. And looks like I'm going to be making it to All Things 2JZ up at Real Street Performance. So I am excited. So that's pretty much everything for this video. I've got a lot of work to do. I've got to detail this car. It's pretty bad. The last time I took it, I autocrossed this car. If you followed my channel, I do autocross this car from time to time, and I had tape on it. So it's got some number 22 been etched into the paint from scrubbing off the tape. So I got to figure out what went wrong there, but mostly it was about the black paint with tape on it baking. So got to sort that out, and then cars will be pretty much ready to go. I just got to wash the race car, but that's gonna take like 5 seconds because who cares? which is awesome. All right, guys, I will see you at the All Things 2JZ meet tomorrow. Actually, by the time this uploads, I'm going to be uploading the video and probably loading the car up. So I'm pretty excited. I'll see you guys there. You can expect to see Black Beauty with the twins and the race car. I hope you guys appreciate the video. Hit that like button, subscribe, hit the bell, and I'll see you in the next video.